What the going on this team, Jerry?
Bury him! Bury him!
Jerry, TJ Watt.
He is the best defensive player on the planet.
Go! Yes! Yes! We're going to fire! Steelers fans! Bang! Run it down their throat!
No! That's not a penalty!
Game over! Game over! Don't ask me to do nothing! This is nothing!
He's aggressive.
Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the Steel Here podcast, where I'm your host, Kevin Adams, alongside my partner in crime, Jersey Jerry. Jerry Don, Mike Tomlin is the most overrated fucking head coach in the NFL. And the Steelers are bogged down by an even worse owner, in my opinion, at this point, for continuing to allow Mike Tomlin to be the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's no getting around it anymore. They go out to Chicago. They can't win a game when the Bears are missing their top three linebackers, when they're missing their top two cornerbacks. They can't get it done. The defense fucking sucks, as it always does. The offense can't win the game. They don't play Aaron Rodgers. They think Mason Rudolph is good enough. He's not fucking good enough, Jerry. And we're sitting here going through the same redundant fucking cycle that we have gone through for how many years, man? How many fucking years, Jerry, do we have to watch Mike Tomlin be the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah, Kev, said it good, man. I mean, listen, man, this loss, hopefully to a lot of Steelers fans, if it hasn't been by now, and listen, I give you credit because you've been saying this since I met you.
Yep.
Dating back to the Jags game, that playoff game. I mean, you wanted them done then.
Yep.
They've shown nothing since then. But like I said, hopefully this is an eye opener for a lot of Steelers fans out there. Mm-hmm. This team is stale, man. They're stale. They're not going anywhere. They're pathetic on the offensive side of the ball, the defensive side of the ball. 3 starting linebackers out for the Chicago Bears. They didn't use the middle of the field one time.
Jerry, how many passes did the Pittsburgh Steelers throw to the middle of the field today? Do you have any idea? I know you know because we talked about it in the group chat.
Zero.
0 fucking balls, Jerry, to the middle of the field when the Chicago Bears are missing their top 3 linebackers. Mm-hmm. It's inexcusable, Jerry. I'm done with this fucking shit. The Steelers don't change who they are. They'll never change who the fuck they are. They just think that we'll run the same scheme, the same offense, the same plays, and we will beat a team the way we play football. Instead of saying, look, this team is missing their top 3 linebackers, why don't we expose the middle of the field with our almighty tight ends group? And yet they still don't fucking do it. And Jerry, you know what drives me insane? What did Mason Rudolph do today that Aaron Rodgers could not have done with a fractured left wrist?
He fumbled the ball. Threw a pick.
He was terrible, Jerry. There's nothing Mason Rudolph did that Aaron Rodgers could not have done.
No. I mean, listen, he fumbled, he threw a pick, he turned the ball over. Mm-hmm. He lost the game. I mean, I hate to say it. Listen, I give Mason a little bit of I don't even know what the right word is, but listen, I cut him a little bit of slack because
Sure.
This receiving core, they don't get open. And and it's either it's 2 things. It's one, I think they do suck. Like I really do. I think they actually do suck. Like I don't think DK Metcalf is that good. I think he's very overrated. Mm-hmm. Calvin Austin, while he is a burner, he's very fast. Not the best route runner whatsoever. Roman Wilson is what it is. So listen, I think they pretty much suck. Also, Arthur Smith is dog shit. I mean, he's dog shit. I mean, there's games where we look and we say, oh, okay, maybe there's something there. Maybe okay, yes, this game he used the middle of the field. But the thing is this: they just don't adapt. They don't adapt it. 1 week they do something good. The next 4 weeks they do it bad. And if it's going good, they get away from it. Like, listen to this. They're gashing them running the ball. I mean, gashing them running the ball. And then they just go away from it. And then they just are like, fuck it, this is working too good. Let's not do this. Like, so he's a fucking retard also. I'm done, man. I'm done. Listen, I'm not going to the Miami game. There's no point. Why am I going to go to the Miami? Why am I going to waste? Listen, I'll get front row tickets with you, but why am I wasting money on a plane ticket to go see this fucking team when they're dead? I mean, they're dead, Kevin.
Season's done, Jerry. Season is if there's a Steelers fan out there
yeah.
Oh, it is cooked. It is cooked. And I am, Jerry, I'm gonna offer this invitation to any single Steelers fan out there, and I mean any of them that can make a valid argument why they should keep Mike Tomlin, why Mike Tomlin is still the guy, because he's fucking not. You want to step to this stage? You want to step in this arena with me, motherfucker? Let's go to war then, because there's nothing you could tell me that you'll beat me in an argument about that Mike Tomlin should be the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. No. Today was just another chapter in the same book. Jerry, if you can't beat a team that is as depleted as the Bears are, you have no business being the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers anymore.
They had no defense. They had zero defense.
Their defense was dead. They didn't play their Jalen Johnson didn't play. They didn't play their second cornerback, top 3 linebackers, and yet they play Mason Rudolph and they don't even give him the ability to use the middle of the field. No, they don't give him the ability to use Jalen Warren half the game. The game, Jalen Warren is just nowhere to be fucking found. That's not a slight. That's not a slight at what we got out of Kenneth Gainwell. I think Kenneth Gainwell yet again plays a good game. He does what he has to do. But you said it. When something is working too well, they'll go away from it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Mike Tomlin, do you know what I fucking hate about him more than anything in the world, is that people defend him because they're afraid to move on, as if what could it possibly look like after Mike Tomlin? I can tell you what it can look like. It can look that bad. You can lose to teams like this that you shouldn't be losing to for a decade now. I promise it can look like that. You guys have to be willing to take risks if you want to be better. We can't keep doing this, Jerry. This is every year, 4 years now we've done this show, and I love making this show, but I mean, I literally just walked in my door. I fly home from Chicago. I am the whole flight. I'm not on my phone. I didn't even buy the internet. I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to sit here. I'm just going to eat this flight home. Hopefully I cool off. I land, and Jerry, I'm still as pissed off as I've ever been because we are so fucking stuck with Mike Tomlin and the way that he thinks you can win football games that it is like blinding to the fans that know what it is at this point. I can't take anymore. And the fact, Jerry, I'm just going to put this out there into the ether. It's Art Rooney II. It's not Mike Tomlin. I've said this to you multiple times. What guy is going to fire himself when he's making $16, $18 million? Nobody. It is Art Rooney too. He is, without a doubt, the worst Rooney owner. He is tarnishing their name, Jerry. He's tarnishing their name. Every single season that he lets this continue to go on is one season deeper in the hole he's digging himself of being the worst Rooney owner.
Yeah, it's like he's scared that like people are gonna fucking like go after him if he fires Tom. Like, dude, listen. Okay, here's the thing. I'm not afraid anymore that like we'll get a new coach and we're gonna suck. Listen, we probably will if we clean house and get a new coach. We'll probably eat shit for a couple years. I'm like totally okay with that right now. You know, I hopefully, God willing, knock on wood, I got another fucking 30, 40 years left in me to watch this football team. So hopefully down the line, something is going to change. But like, dude, I'm okay with sucking for a couple years and maybe going to get our guy. You know what I mean? And maybe we have the guy right now. It's Will Howard. We don't know. We probably won't know. But that's here nor there. We have to move on, dude. We have to just accept the fact that, hey, listen, this was the last year. We tried. And now, should we have done that years ago? Probably, yeah. But we have to face the facts. We're dead. It's done. This team, they need a miracle to make the playoffs, number one.
We're not making the playoffs, Sherry. I don't even want to hear the word playoffs. I don't even want to fucking hear the word playoffs anymore. I don't want to fucking hear it anymore.
Yeah, no, listen, what I'm saying is this: if you're a Steelers fan, you just have to face the fact that, yes, we're a lot of us are diehard fans, okay?
Yeah, sure.
We want nothing more, and we have said it on this show. We would love for Mike Tomlin to shut us the fuck up and go out there and win a playoff game. They are not. They are not at all this year. This was the last year. This is it. Cut ties. Trade some guys. You gotta tank, man. You just gotta fucking eat shit for a couple years and start this thing over. Too many guys, so many guys are overpaid on this team. I mean, way overpaid. You know, especially on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, way, way, way overpaid. And they're not living up to their expectations. You gotta cut ties there, and you gotta start all over. You gotta bring in a new offensive-minded head coach, okay? Mike Tomlin is a defensive-minded head coach, and the defense sucks year after year. So they got to move on.
Jerry, going into the fourth quarter, Mason Rudolph was 11 for 13, 85 yards, 1 interception, 1 fumble. If there was a game in the world, in the fucking history of football games that are put in front of Aaron Rodgers, this was the game for him to play.
Yeah.
This was the game in Chicago. He's lost 3 times in his entire career. He goes out there. We read the reports that he goes out there, does a lap around the field, gives the finger to the cameras, and then we come out and find out 30 minutes later, Mike Tomlin says he's not going to play. But what do we just find out right before we record?
Aaron wanted to play.
Aaron wanted to play, and they told Mason Rudolph yesterday. We're recording
the day before,
Sunday night.
Yep.
They told Mason Rudolph yesterday that he was starting and nobody else on the team. And so the players, Jonnu Smith and a handful of other guys, had no idea that it was going to be Mason Rudolph today. Jerry, if you're not even willing to tell your own fucking players who their quarterback is,
see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that part.
Who are you tricking, Jerry? That was Brooke Pryor's reporting. She says that Jonnu Smith and a handful of other players had no idea that Aaron Rodgers was not going to play until right before kickoff.
What was Tomlin scared that the players were going to tell the other team who was quarterbacking?
This is the crazy shit, Jerry. They won't even give the players a fucking heads up. And so it's like, it comes back to this for me. If Mike Tomlin did not want to play Aaron Rodgers in this game, and I said this on our preview with Big Cat, if he's not going to play Aaron Rodgers in this game, he's going to be healthy a week from now, Jerry. His wrist is going to be healthy enough to snap a ball under center, which is hilarious. You know what the biggest gripe was from Steelers fans and people that defended the fact that Rodgers was not playing? Well, he can't take a snap under center. It's going to be too predictable. How many fucking balls did we see Mason Rudolph snap under center today?
Yeah, every ball. It was crazy, you know? Listen, man, and for the Steelers fans out there, listen, Aaron Rodgers way past his prime. We all know that. We knew that going into this year. We just hoped that there was a little bit left in the tank to just give us a push. Now, listen, Aaron Rodgers, the way he's played this year, okay? If the defense was playing how they're supposed to be playing, how they're paid to play, this team's very good. This team's pretty fucking good, okay? But here's the thing, dude. Mason Rudolph, and for the Steelers fans out there that, oh, he's the guy, start Mason Rudolph, he's so much better than Rodgers. They're both probably done. They're both done. I mean, Mason Rudolph, good guy, nice guy, friend of the show. He's a backup quarterback. We can't expect him to go out there and light it up. Okay? He's not going to do that. This is not who he is.
Jerry, what you got out of Mason today is who Mason Rudolph is. This is the same Mason Rudolph that lost his job to Devlin Duck Hodges. No disrespect to either of those guys. I love them both. However, there's a reason Mason Rudolph lost his job to Duck Hodges. There's a reason Mason Rudolph couldn't beat out Kenny. He couldn't beat out Mitch Trubisky. It took everything in his power to even get into the season 2 years ago to lead the Steelers on that 3-game winning streak to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
He's a backup quarterback, guys. This is why I said the only chance the Steelers have is Aaron Rodgers' wrist needs to be healthy enough to play football. Because that is who Mason Rudolph is. He's not a great fucking quarterback. He's a good backup quarterback.
Exactly.
In a pinch, you can put him in. Maybe you win a game. Maybe you don't. It's going to look like
Kevin,
that.
the way the fans were talking is like, this guy is QB1. It was crazy to me. It was like, I can't wait for Mason Rudolph to... I mean, you have that fucking guy, Filipponi, talking about this guy like he's a god. I mean, Mason Rudolph is a good backup quarterback. Sure. He has been for years now. That's who he is. He's not a good starting quarterback. He's not going to play a full season and win you 9, 10, 11 games. He's not going to do that.
And he couldn't win it at the end. Okay, let me say this to you, Jerry. He turns the ball over on the second drive. He throws the deep ball to DK Metcalf. It gets intercepted. Great interception. Okay. Yeah. I don't mind taking the deep shot, takes the deep shot, turns it over. He has the fumble. Then, he has the fumble a few series later, turns the ball over then. But they have the ball, and they have the ball down a field goal. You mean to tell me you put that same ball in Aaron Rodgers' hands? You don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to shred that dog shit ass Bears defense?
Oh yeah,
right down, at least taking it to overtime. At least taking it to overtime. So this, Jerry, this is where people are like, you can't say that Tomlin's I can say Tomlin's a bad coach. Do you know why? If he plays Aaron Rodgers, I think the game looks very similar. There's no passes Mason Rudolph made today I don't think Aaron Rodgers could have made. He could hand the ball off the same. The run game would have been the same. He could throw the balls, same fucking balls. He didn't push the ball downfield. I read a stat. The furthest ball he threw downfield that was a completion was 5 fucking yards. So you don't think Aaron Rodgers could have done that?
Yeah. He had I think the stat I read, Kevin, he had, I wish I fucking just had it. I should have, but I'm using my phone to record. There was one pass that was complete of 10 yards or more.
This is the stat. I bookmarked it. Mason Rudolph threw for 171 yards against the Bears. 116 of them were yards after the catch. The Steelers completed one pass over 10 air yards.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, bro. That's really fucking crazy. And that's
the fucking guy that we were hearing fans clamor for. Sit Rodgers down. He's done. He's washed. He can't fucking play anymore. This fucking guy, no disrespect, Mason, but this fucking guy is who you wanted to see one pass 10 yards down the field. And you think if you put the ball in Rodgers' hands in Chicago, down a field goal, game on, basically season on the fucking line, to be honest with you, he couldn't have marched them down the field and fucking at least tied the game. Give me a break, man. That's coaching malpractice. That's if Rodgers wanted to fucking play, he should have fucking played.
Kevin,
that is a Mike Tomlin failure yet again.
They asked Mike Tomlin in the presser after the game, you know, was Aaron Rodgers okay to play? Did he want to play? Rodgers always wants to play. So clearly, you know, Aaron Rodgers wanted to play this game. Obviously, he wanted nothing more than to play this game. Mike Tomlin just thought, oh, this defense is depleted on the Bears. We're going to fucking beat them up. We'll play good defense, and we'll keep it tight, and we'll win this game. Wrong again, Mike. Wrong again. Defense was fucking trash. They let up 30 points 5 times this year. God knows how many times they let up 300 yards of offense this year, probably 7, 8, who knows. But their defense is horrible. I mean, so bad. What upsets me is this, like, we knew going into the year that, well, we thought that this defense was going to be good enough to keep this offense in the game, you know? And we thought that this defense would win us a few games, you know, some big games. Listen, there's been games the defense has definitely won, but in the games they lose, they are so bad, Kevin. I mean, so fucking bad. The Steelers, you watch the same game every week. The only thing that changes every week is the result, win or loss. They give up 1 million yards. Mm-hmm. They look terrible. And in the last 2 minutes, they either win the game or lose the game. That's just pretty much how the season is so far. They win the game or lose the game.
Do you know what they did yet again today? They had takeaways. They had they scored a touchdown. When we talked to Big Cat, oh, you know, Caleb Williams doesn't turn the ball over and he doesn't get sacked often. We force turnovers of Caleb Williams and we sack him. TJ fucking strips it. Herbig scores the touchdown. It's still not enough. It's getting to a point where even when the defense is producing the turnovers, which we've long said, can the defense produce? Can they win a game without producing turnovers? Can the Steelers offense win the game whenever they're not relying on the takeaways? They had the takeaways today. It still wasn't good enough. We had that phantom fucking fumble, and we still couldn't turn it into points, Jerry. They're getting worse across the board. Special teams, Jerry. Special teams.
Punting was horrible.
Their punting was horrendous. I mean, fucking complete dog shit out of the punter. He's 30-yard punts, 35-yard punts, shanking the ball out of bounds. Killed us there. Ben Skoranek takes a phantom holding call, which I don't think was a hold. He gets fucked on that. Bears should have had the ball at the 5. Instead, they get the ball at the 35-yard line on a repunt. The officiating was completely trash today. I'm not even going to blame that. It's a big factor in the game, in my opinion. They have terrible kick return coverage, terrible punting. They take penalties they should not be taking. Yeah. The worst tush push you've ever seen.
Oh, my God.
History of a tush push. The worst one you've ever seen.
And listen, let's face facts. Connor Hayward got that. They shouldn't have got that. They shouldn't have got. I mean, listen. Did he get it? Yeah. After the second push, he definitely got it. But that was horrendous. And listen, only thing I'll say out of this game is one thing. That was the very first time since Arthur Smith has had control of this offense that I said, oh, wow, there's a play that's pretty fucking cool. That really was awesome. That one time I've said that. One.
Yeah. We've said this for a few weeks now. What do they do that's imaginative? Like, when's the last time you've actually watched them and said, holy shit, I've not seen that?
And we've only seen one play.
It was the very first time we've seen it. It was a great play off the tush push.
Yeah.
The Kenneth Gainwell handoff from Connor Hayward to Kenneth Gainwell. He takes it like 80 yards, whatever it is, down the sideline, gets stopped. They score the touchdown. You're right. That is the only time this season we have seen anything like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what we also saw today, Jerry? It's week 12. Okay, keep this in mind. It is week 12 in the NFL. The Steelers on their second to last drive. It's 3rd and 2. Okay, it is 3rd and 2. Game is on the line. It's like 2 minutes and 12 seconds left, I want to say. Something very close to that. Illegal formation. Calvin Austin doesn't know where the fuck to line up. And if you saw Rodgers on the sideline freaking the fuck out, he knew that he wasn't lined up properly. In week 12, what are they practicing then? That is 100,000,000 fucking percent coaching. In week 12, if your guys aren't lining up where they're supposed to be, if they're either not on the line of scrimmage or the tackle is covering somebody, that is coaching. Pee-wee fucking football shit. If you don't know where you're lining up and you're not if Rodgers is the only guy on the sideline saying that it's fucked up, your coaches don't even know it's fucking wrong. Then they're inadequate.
Kevin, listen, let's face it, these players get paid millions of dollars, okay? You know Jersey Jerry. Listen, I can barely fucking read. But if you were to tell me I'm going to be making a couple $1,000,000, I'm going to know that fucking playbook in and out because I love money and I want to keep making money. These motherfuckers are brain dead, bro. They're fucking brain dead, dude. I am so Kevin, I'm not even going to come to the Miami game. It's a waste of fucking my time. It's just pointless, bro. It's pointless. They're just so dead, man. Everything is so stale. I mean, Caleb Williams, listen. He didn't look good at all in the first half. He looked really bad. But guess what good coaches do? They made adjustments, and they started slinging the rock and beating this fucking shit zone defense and lit them up in the second half.
Second half, Jerry, they come out and they pretty much had their way with us the entire second half. And what did the Steelers do in the second half? Nothing. Nothing. They could not move the fucking ball in the second half of that football game.
No.
And if that is not the ultimate telltale sign, and yet again, Mike Tomlin loses to a younger, more offensive-minded head coach, the way he has been doing for like 6-7 years now. These offensive-minded head coaches, and this is why we are beating the drum for one, Jerry. They know how to make adjustments that the Steelers are not willing to make. They know how to expose us later in games. It is why the Steelers are almost dead last in point differential in the fourth quarter, because they don't know how the fuck to get better, because they are not a very well coached football team.
No, not. They're not well coached because their coach isn't good anymore.
Yes.
Like, listen, listen. Let's lay it all out there, okay? Let's just lay everything out there. The only time Mike Tomlin, we said to ourselves like, oh shit, okay, he's fucking good. He's fucking good. Was probably 12, 13 years ago.
Yes.
14 years ago. I mean, this is like over 10 years now where he's just looked the same. Looked the exact same, dude. I mean, it's been over a decade now where he's pretty much been fucking out-coached, out-schemed. Like, Kevin, they're stuck, dude. They're just stuck with him. And I think the fan base is getting louder. I will say that. I think the fan base is getting louder. And here's the thing that pissed me off about this whole entire game. Did we play like shit? Yes, we played like shit. We didn't play good. We had a chance at the end. People, you were at the game. My friends were at the game, other people. People that I know were at the game. Fans of mine were at the game. Bears fans messaged me. I couldn't believe Boswell didn't go out there and kick a field goal. There was zero wind. I mean, zero.
No wind at all, Jerry.
Yeah, Boswell, listen. What game was that where he kicked that 60-yarder?
That was it would have been, I want to say, week 1, Jets game. Remember, he
Yeah.
bangs that fucking long one in against the Jets.
That kick was good from probably 67, 68.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen, how the fact that he didn't trust a kicker that's been arguably the very best or second best in the NFL for multiple years now,
Yes.
who's deadly accurate, who we've seen kick field goals that are 58-yard field goals, 60-yard field goals, 59-yard field goals that are fucking good from 65, 67. The fact that he didn't allow his kicker to give him the ball and say, hey, man, we need you again, Boz. We need you again. And trot him out there, fucking run him out there and kick the field goal. It's fucking coach malpractice, bro.
He's a pussy, Jerry. He's a fucking pussy.
Why would he think that he has a better shot 4th and 6? They didn't even have any timeouts left.
And the play was horrendous. But you know why the play was fucking terrible? The play that they run that you're talking about, instead of kicking the long one at the end of the game to at least take a chance with Boswell, they throw a ball that's an inside slant that would have been at least a yard or two shy of even getting to the sticks. They didn't even run a play that the receiver was beyond the fucking chains on. So it's like, look, man, if you're gonna do it, and if you're gonna throw the ball there, at least make sure the fucking receiver is beyond the chains. And they didn't. That is why I say they're so poorly run. They are so poorly coached. They don't even have a play, or it's like, you say to the receiver before he goes out there, look, it's 4th and ball game. At a fucking minimum, make sure you hit the sticks on your in slant.
Yeah.
They don't even do that, Jerry.
No.
This is the fucking retarded shit we're dealing with.
Yeah, and for the people out there that are like, oh, it was a 70-yard field goal. It was not a 70-yard field. I think it was a 64 or 65.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so that's why, if you're not even going to take a chance at it, and you're going to trust your backup quarterback in that situation, which has been terrible all day.
Kevin, not even just the backup quarterback. The receivers haven't been getting any separation all day long, unless it's a screen.
Yes.
Like, how do you trust them? You have one pass completed over 10 yards all day. How do you trust them on a 4th and 6 with the game on the line rather than trust, arguably, your fucking second best, third best offensive, player? And I know special teams, but I consider him offense because he scores points for us in Chris Boswell.
What's up, guys? Just want to take a quick second to shout out our friends over at TickPick. You guys see me at the games. You see the seats that I have, the experiences that I get to enjoy, and that's all because of TickPick. If you're looking on the secondary market for tickets to a Steelers game and you're not using TickPick, you're honestly probably paying more than you should have to. There are no fees. It's upfront pricing, and you can use code STEELERS20 for $20 off your first order of game tickets. They're the best in the game, in my opinion, and I want you guys to be able to take advantage of how good their product is. So use TickPick moving forward. Let's get back to the episode. That's because Mike Tomlin is not an offensive head coach, Jerry. He has no feel. He's never had feel. He's never had feel for the offensive side of the ball. He was for 10, 15 years, I would say, Big Ben carried Mike Tomlin. He masked his inefficiencies. He carried him, and now he doesn't have him anymore. Okay, and so this is what you see. This is what you're getting. This is who Mike Tomlin has always fucking been. He does not have the offensive mind, and he doesn't hire the right offensive minds to make up for his inability to be an offensive head coach. No. He doesn't hire the right guys. Arthur Smith, all due respect, nice guy. We've met him. Great fucking guy. He is a nice safe hire. He was never going to be what we needed. Yeah. We needed the Steelers.
He runs a high school playbook, Kevin. Yes. That's what he does.
We needed Ben Johnson. And if today was not proof that you needed Ben Johnson, you'll never, Steelers fans will never come to terms with this. Going into the last coaching hire, they're like, okay, well, if you don't who are you going to hire if you let Tomlin go? And we said, Ben Johnson. I want the best, young, brightest offensive mind that is in this pool, and it would have been Ben Johnson. And we don't take him, and he beats Tomlin today. How many times do we have to see Mike Tomlin lose to these up-and-coming offensive-minded head coaches before it registers in some of your stupid fucking brains that Mike Tomlin is not the guy anymore? How long do we have to see it, Jerry?
Yeah, no, they listen, they're just Tomlin defenders through and through, bro, through and through. And listen, hand up, I was You know, I was a Tomlin defender for a long time.
Yes.
These last couple of years, I've shifted a lot, you know.
Yeah.
But I would always defend Mike Tomlin. But man, the thing is, aren't these veterans on this team tired of this? Like, aren't you tired, dude, of Mike Tomlin? And we've met them and we've had dinners with them. We've played golf with them. We've hung out with them for periods of time. They will never say a bad word about Mike Tom. It's like they're brainwashed.
And that's, to me, it's like, man, you guys just don't want to fucking win then. Like, I would rather hate my head coach and win football games than love my head coach and continue to be what the Pittsburgh Steelers are. Like, yeah. I don't need you to be my best friend. I don't need you to like me. I don't need to like you. I need you to get the best out of me. There's no way you can say Mike Tomlin gets the best out of the Pittsburgh Steelers. No. He doesn't. The results speak for themselves, Jerry. They're 6-5 now. They're 6-5. We're going to play the Bills 6-6. You're going to have to play the Lions, the Ravens twice. That's at least 2 more losses right there. Now you're looking at 8 losses. They might go 9-8, and that's best case scenario. 9-8. Yet again, a nice, no losing season Mike Tomlin football team. And what does it get us, Jerry? A shitty draft selection. You're going to have to take a run at a quarterback that I don't want Mike Tomlin touching. I don't fucking want Mike Tomlin touching another
me either. I really don't.
And so what are you going to do? What are you going to do then? Where the fuck do you go if you don't fire Mike Tomlin?
Listen, the only thing we can listen if they're not going to get rid of Mike Tomlin, and they're probably not. What we need, because I don't want Mike Tomlin touching a quarterback. I really don't. We shouldn't even fucking. I wouldn't even fucking draft a quarterback if Mike Tomlin's still going to be there. I just wait for that. Mm-hmm. But listen. I would say, what day was it when I called you about John Gruden? Was it Wednesday?
Yes.
So Wednesday, I do a show. You know, some people know with John Gruden. And, you know, we chopped it up on the show. After the show, Gruden had about 2 or 3 hours before he had to make way to the airport for his flight. Mm-hmm. And I got to talking to him. And I'm talking to him, and I'm like, man, what the fuck, dude? Like, what are the Steelers doing? What are they doing? He's like, Jerry, I asked myself the same things. He said, I interviewed Will Howard, and he said these exact words, blew me away. Will Howard blew me away to the point where it reminded me of Andrew Luck. But I can't say that, you know, because I haven't seen Will Howard play. But I know for a fact the brains are there. Yep. Okay. He compared him to Andrew Luck, who cut his career short due to injuries, but as we all know, insanely smart. Mm-hmm. Compared him to Andrew Luck. Said he's been a winner at every single level, which he has. He's good with his legs. He has size. Gruden was giving him putting out defenses on the whiteboard. How do you beat this? How do you beat that? Answered every single one correct, and was like, "Listen, Jerry, I get it. You have Aaron Rodgers, but like." You gotta see what this kid has. Throw him in there for a play or two. Get a. He could run the ball as well. He has legs, you know. Mix things up. You gotta see what he has, because I'm telling you right now, Jerry, he's a fucking winner. He's fucking good. Gruden loves him. I mean, Gruden loves Will Howard. And listen, we were not ever going to be able to get the chance to see him because they're going to do one of 2 things. Depending on how this season goes, and listen, I will say this. I think Rodgers probably is going to hang it up. There's probably a small chance that he comes back, but I think it's at the point now, especially in this position we're in now, probably going to miss playoffs. I think if we miss playoffs, he's definitely 100% done. Yes. Definitely. But this team is one and done in the playoffs. You know that if they make it there.
Yes.
But I don't even think they're making it there.
I said no more playoffs. Don't even mention making the playoffs.
Fair. So we're not going to see Will Howard because they're either going to bring back Aaron Rodgers or they're going to reach and draft a quarterback and that kid is going to start. So we're not going to probably see Will Howard. What I think they should do is cut everybody loose, trade some people in the offseason, clear some more cap space, let the veterans like Cam Hayward and TJ Watt have serious talks with these guys and be like, hey, listen, dude, we fell short for so many years in a row. I think you guys deserve a chance to try to go somewhere else and try to win. And I think the best option is probably trading you guys. And listen, I love TJ Watt. Mm-hmm. I love Cam Hayward. But man, I mean, Like if they're not going to win here, at least give these guys a chance. They've dedicated years of their life into the Pittsburgh Steelers. Go give them a chance to go win somewhere else, because they're not going to win in Pittsburgh.
You're late to this party, though, Jerry. I told you this 2 years ago. I said this 2 years ago. This is why I get so fucking angry, because I'm on Twitter and I read every comment. I read every reply. I was saying this 2 years ago. I would not re-sign TJ. I would trade him. And what was the reasoning I gave you 2 years ago, Jerry? I said he's going to be 30. He's going to go through his 30th year. We don't have a quarterback. So then he's going to be 31 before you bring a quarterback in. Rookies don't win their rookie year. He's going to be 31. He's going to be 32. He's going to be 33 before we're even close to competing again. And then he's over the hill. Their best asset management would have been trading TJ Watt 2 years ago. I'm not going to harp on that because we're in the middle of a season. TJ plays for us. They signed him to a long-term deal. It is what it is. What you say, though, that drives me fucking insane, and I have backed off. Remember in the beginning of the season, when Will Howard gets hurt and we record the episode, and I say, you'll never see him play. You'll never see him play. The Steelers will never put him out there.
Yeah.
When you call me and you tell me that Gruden is high on him, Jerry, I mean, not just high on him. You said Gruden believes he was hands down the best quarterback that he interviewed of all the quarterbacks.
Yeah, he was the first guy. So he was the first guy that Gruden interviewed. He ended up interviewing a couple more quarterbacks. I think 4 or 5 more quarterbacks. He said those guys didn't even come close.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not even close. And you know what's the crazy part is this. And I don't even give a fuck anymore. I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, say it.
They didn't even want Will Howard.
Mm-hmm.
They did not even want to draft him. And you know what they said? Well, fuck it. He's already there. We're going to draft him.
Who did they want instead, Jerry?
Tyler Shuck.
Isn't that fucking insane to me? Because look
they
how
wanted
Tyler
him.
Shuck has been. And so that's why I don't even want the Steelers. I don't even want them looking at quarterbacks.
No.
They don't know their ass from their elbow when it comes to evaluating talent at the quarterback position. I don't want them even looking at it. And we gas up Omar Khan. We've gassed him up for a while now. Omar Khan has been with the Steelers since the early 2000s. Okay, he has been there a long time. He is damn near as culpable for the shit that we're seeing as Mike Tomlin is. So if they didn't want Will Howard and they took him just because they had to take a quarterback and he was there, and they wanted Tyler Shuck instead, who has been completely shit.
Well, you know I'll say the exact words how it went down. Gruden pretty much, I'm not going to say who he said it to, but somebody on the Steelers, and was like, holy shit, fucking Will Howard in the fucking 6th round, fucking steal.
Very high up.
Very high up. Was like, holy shit, fucking Will Howard in the 6th. What a fucking steal. You know what the response was? Well, yeah, we really wanted fucking Shuck, though. I mean, what are we doing?
They don't know Tyler. You knew who Tyler Shuck is? He's Mason Rudolph. He's Mason Rudolph.
Probably.
They're the same fucking guy. Big, tall, slow, unathletic quarterbacks. That's what they are. They weren't great winners in college. You know, they just have big arms. They're not fast. They don't run the type of offense that you're going to want them to run. It's like they have no idea what they're looking at, Jerry. Mike Tomlin has no idea. And people are like, oh, he values quarterback play. Does he? What would ever lead anybody to believe that Mike Tomlin, A, values quarterback play, or B, knows how to cultivate quarterback talent?
None.
I've not seen anything in his 18 years that would tell me that. People will say, oh, well, Big Ben was good because Big Ben was a Hall of Famer.
Not a top 10 quarterback in the NFL history.
Right. Not because Mike Tomlin helped him get there. I actually think Mike Tomlin held Big Ben back from at least winning one more fucking title.
Yeah, I know. So people say that are fucking crazy. Listen, I would love John Gruden. Not even just John. I would just love listen, I'd rather be the Dallas Cowboys right now.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
At least they're fucking fun.
Yeah.
And I know they got a dog shit defense, but at least they're fun.
Dog shit defense, brother.
Yeah. You know, like at least they're putting up a bunch of points. They're electric. They push the ball downfield. You know, at least they're fun. We're such a boring fucking bad football team, dude. That's just what we are. Boring bad team.
Jerry, George Pickens has more receiving yards than the entire, this is fucking crazy, than the entire Pittsburgh Steelers receiving core has combined.
No way.
By 1,014 to 1,044. Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
George Pickens has more receiving yards than the entire Pittsburgh Steelers receiving core combined.
Wow, that's a stat. That's
I
a
mean,
stat,
that's insane, dude. What are we doing? If that
man.
doesn't tell you they don't know how to use the talents that they have, I don't know what does.
Yeah, man. It's just, shame on fucking Omar and Tomlin, man, and the Roonies, man. Shame on them. Shame on them. This is another year we're going into not having a wide receiver too. It's just fucked up, man. It's just fucked up.
6-5 season's done by Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is 4 days from now. Season's fucking cooked. If
Yeah.
the Bills beat us, Ravens won today, so they're already ahead of us now in the standings.
Yeah.
So the Ravens are now the leaders in the AFC North. So anyone that chirps me, and I get this a lot too, oh, well, the Steelers are still first place in the AFC North, like blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. We knew that this was coming. Just as you idiots think they're magically going to figure it out in week 12, 13, 14, doesn't mean I have to think that. Jerry, we knew this was ultimately going to be what it was. I thought maybe they would beat the Bears, but I thought ultimately the Ravens would win the division. I think we both knew that.
Yeah.
It just came a little sooner. This was a coin toss game, Jerry. This was a game you had to fucking win because the other games are much harder and your chances of winning them are much smaller. They couldn't win the game. Now they're 6-5. They'll be 6-6 when the Bills fucking kick our heads in. Season is cooked. So if that is going to be the case, and the Ravens then beat us, I would say by week 13 or 14, I think you have to at least maybe attempt to see what Will Howard gives you. And I know this is a complete 180 for me, but it's only because of what Gruden said to you. And it changed my entire belief on what Will Howard could be. I at least want to fucking see. I want to see at this point.
That's the only thing Gruden
said. I'm not a big
said.
Will Howard guy, but at this point, I trust John Gruden because he has been good with quarterbacks in the past. Unlike Mike Tomlin, I at least want to see what Will Howard can give us.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing Gruden said is like, Jerry, listen, I can't honestly tell you that this guy is going to go out there and light it up because I have yet to see him play and actually read an NFL defense live on the field. Mm-hmm. But I know for a fact the guts are there, the brains are there, the talent is there, and he's fucking hungry, dude. He's a fucking dog. He said, I'd love to coach him. I'd love to have Will Howard as my quarterback.
What's up, guys? Just want to take a quick break to shout out our friends at Pond Lee Hockey, the new official sponsor of the Steel Here podcast. And they want to let you know that when life hits you hard, you need a team that fights for you just as hard as your favorite players. That's Pond Lee Hockey, Pittsburgh's largest work injury firm. They specialize in winning injury and workers' compensation cases and are ready to go to battle for every dollar you deserve. From start to finish, they're with you every step of the way. And the first step, a free consultation. No strings, just answers. If you've been hurt at work or in an accident, call Pond Lee Hockey today. Now let's get back to the episode. It's painful, Jerry, because I have to keep doing this for another month and a half. Month and a half. You know how much I would much more rather love to just fucking hang out with my girlfriend, go fucking fuck her, like live a much better life where I don't have to travel all over the country to watch us get our dicks pounded in. I would much rather love that. This is fun, but it's miserable as well. It's fucking miserable to live this life, Jerry. People are like, oh, it's the greatest thing in the world. Yes, it's fun to watch the Steelers play football, but it is mentally and it's debilitating.
It is.
I'm fucking trained, dude.
I'll be honest. Listen, I know this is probably a little bit too much information. I can't even get an erection after the Steelers lose, and I come home at night. I really can't. I can't, no matter what happened. Like I just can't, dude. I'm just so upset, and on the inside, I'm fucking just crushed, dude. Just crushed.
I can't even blame you. It just because this is I've talked to so fucking many people now. It is everywhere, Jerry. It is everywhere I go. All these games, the people I meet, both that come to the tailgate, at the stadiums, they all are with us. That's why I don't understand now how you can defend him. There's got to be like 10% of the fan base that wants to defend Mike Tomlin at this point. It can't be any higher. It can't be.
It can't be. It's getting louder and louder and louder as the weeks go on, man. It's getting louder and louder. And hopefully Rooney, makes a big decision this offseason, but he probably won't, and we'll be stuck again.
Jerry, you want to know my next big idea? Last year, it was the billboard. I said I'm going to take out the billboard, and I did. And it was well received, even more well received now. I have people tweeting me all the time. I hated when you did it. I hated that you did it. I don't like the way you talk about the Steelers, but at this point, I can't say that you're wrong. Okay, yeah. I'm starting to agree with you. just because you guys can't see it as quickly as I can doesn't mean I'm fucking stupid. Okay, so let's keep that into consideration here. Am I always right? No, but I am right a lot about the Steelers.
Yeah, you are. You
A
are.
lot. This
I
is my
think you're
whole
very,
fucking
very
life.
one of the earliest ones to the party, I would say for sure. And sure, the only thing I'll say is we're fans. So like, as the weeks go on and if we beat a good team like the Colts and shit, like, yes, there's glimmers of hope. We're fans, that's just natural. But I mean, deep down, if we're really real to ourselves, gun to our heads, you're either dead or if you're not right, you're fucking dead. We know this team's not doing nothing.
Right.
We know it.
And Jerry, if they bring Mike Tomlin back after this season, and then they're going to, you know why? Because the draft is in Pittsburgh. They don't want that cloud over their head. Who's the head coach? The Steelers have the draft in Pittsburgh. I think that's a big thing for them. The Rooney's don't want that shadow of doubt over their head, and which I think is fucking insane. But if at the end of this season, the players do their exit interviews, if the Steelers do not move on from Mike Tomlin, I think I'm going to pay to host boycotts outside of South Water Street in the South Side, which is the Pittsburgh Steelers facility. I think I'm going to pay for people to come there and boycott with me. I'm going to pay for lunch the whole day, every day, as many days as I fucking have to. I don't care if it costs me tens of thousands of fucking dollars. I am doing that. I want them to realize we're fucking done. We're not dealing with it anymore. We shouldn't have to deal with it anymore. You are the Pittsburgh Steelers. You are Art Rooney II. Reach down and grab your fucking balls. Your pap, he would be devastated at the way you're running this.
Oh, he's rolling over in his grave.
You have to rip the Band-Aid off, man. You got to reach down and fucking grab the stones and say, look, it's done. It's dead. Let's fucking move on.
Yeah. Yeah. This is it, man. This is it. This is it, dude. There's nothing. Listen, whatever they've done or tried to do this past fucking 3 years, okay?
Yes.
Like, bringing in the veteran quarterbacks and whatever they've done or tried to do, nothing has worked, okay? They've tried everything. Nothing has worked. They've tried bringing in guys with big names now, okay? It's just not working. Guys with on the offensive side of the ball, trading people off your team like Minka Fitzpatrick. They've tried everything. They've tried to trade people. They've tried to trade for people. They've tried to draft really well. And listen, have they drafted? Can we really say they drafted really well these last couple of years? Like, really fucking well? I mean, there's a couple bright spots, yes. But not everything has been a hit, whatsoever. And I don't expect it to be a hit, but I mean, they missed on a lot of picks over these last couple of years too. But listen, it's done. They've
head coach, Sherry. It doesn't matter. It starts with the
they've
head
tried
coach.
everything.
It starts with the head coach. It starts with Mr. Rooney. That's why I keep saying, like, I want to bitch about Tomlin, but it is Tomlin. Yes, this is Tomlin's team. It's Tomlin's product, but it's Art Rooney II. You are an embarrassment, Mr. Rooney. You're actually an embarrassment. The fans are starting to get to a point where we're calling you a fucking embarrassment.
That's
to the Rooney
crazy.
name, to the Rooney name, Art Rooney II, you are an embarrassment. And every fucking season you let Mike Tomlin be your coach, it is getting worse. And I'm done. I'm ending. This is the end of this episode for me, Jerry, because I'm getting more and more pissed off. And it's to a point where it's like, how much more can we say? There's not much more we can fucking say.
No.
If he doesn't make the change, it will continue. It will be this way next year and the year after and every other fucking year, because that is who Mike Tomlin is. It is who he will be. So if Mr. Rooney doesn't wake up and fucking realize I have to make this decision for the better of the franchise of the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's going to continue to be shit, Jerry.
Let me ask you something, Kevin. Do you think they were ever close to pulling the trigger
on getting rid of Tomlin?
Yeah.
No, I don't even think it was remotely a possibility. I think that there are things that, unfortunately, the Steelers, this is part of the conversation a lot of people don't ever want to have, but I told you I'm not holding back when we recorded this episode. The Steelers created the Rooney Rule. Okay, Jerry? And you guys can fucking say whatever you want. Call me racist. I don't even fucking care anymore. I don't fucking care. They created the Rooney Rule. Do you know how hard it would be for the Pittsburgh Steelers to fire Mike Tomlin? Very hard.
I see
hard.
that. I could see that.
There
I understand.
are a lot of fans I talk to, like in private circles, that agree it will be very hard to fire him. That's not because I'm a racist or I fucking hate Mike Tomlin because he's black. I don't like Mike Tomlin because he's not a winner anymore. Because we don't win. He could be polka dotted. I wouldn't fucking care.
Yeah,
I think that's a big part of it. How do you fire the
they
black
probably look at it like a bad look for them.
after you? Yes, it is. You can't do it. I think I genuinely think that's a big part of it. I really do. And you can hate that and you can disagree with it. And I'm not trying to disrespect people. That's how I fucking feel about it. And guess what? There's a lot of other people that feel the same fucking way. So I think that's part of it. Do I think they were ever close to getting rid of him? No, I really don't. I don't think they were ever even remotely close to considering getting rid of Mike Tomlin. Jerry, they gave him an extension 2 years ago after we haven't won shit in, at that point, 7 years.
Yeah.
It's done, brother.
I felt like, in a weird way, I felt like, oh man, maybe something will change last year. Like, okay, something could change. But man, I think you're right. I think they're not close, man. They're just not going to change anything until two things. Either his contract's going to expire and they're not going to renew it, or Mike Tomlin is just like, I'm done. I want to get out of here, go somewhere else, or step down.
That's crazy. They shouldn't do that. If Mike Tomlin has trade value, and I've long said this, if Mike Tomlin has trade value, you trade him. If your long-term plan is not Mike Tomlin and other teams are willing to give up first or second round picks for him, you have to trade him. He's an expiring asset. You treat him the same as you treat players that aren't living up to their contracts anymore, or when you need a new direction. That's what you do. You trade him. So if other teams are out there chomping at the bit the way that we hear that they are from guys like Schefter and Ian Rappaport, then you fucking trade him. It's a simple concept. The Steelers used to be so good about moving on from guys before they give him that final contract. You know, they moved on from Alan Faneca, who was a Hall of Fame guard. After they won a Super Bowl, they moved on from him. They didn't give him the last contract that he wanted. He went to the Jets, and guess what? He fell off a cliff. No disrespect to him, but that's what happens when you get old. The game passes you by. It's passed Mike Tomlin by. But if there are teams like the Panthers that want to fucking send capital for him, send him to Carolina then. Go. Yeah, that's what you do. You want to fucking help the franchise get better? That's what you do, Jerry. That's what the fuck you have to do.
Yep, and guess what? They ain't gonna do it. So it's another week of this fucking bullshit, man. It's not even fun. It's like not even fun, man.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
It's like I love our fans, and I love, like, you know, the interaction we get on social media and stuff, and that's all great, and we want the people to support us. But we didn't have fun this episode. Like, nothing.
No, miserable. I've been miserable for fucking weeks. Like, this is not I hate losing, Jerry. I'm a terrible fucking loser. Jerry, I grew up dirt ass fucking poor. I had nothing. I grew up with nothing. I made myself into a multi-millionaire successful person by myself. Hard work and refusing to accept failure. There are not enough guys in the Pittsburgh Steelers roster, locker room, coaching staff that carry that same mindset. And that's why sometimes I hear fans say, I think we care more than the team does. I know I 1000% care more than any player on that football team. There's not a player I feel like as pissed off as I am by the time they get back from Chicago and get to their house as I am, because losing to them is not as bad as it should be. And guys like Bill Cowher used to instill this mindset that I would rather die than fucking lose. We don't have that anymore. And that to me was the Steelers' way. That was the Steelers' way. We don't have that anymore, Jerry.
Yeah, dude. It's just, they're done, man. It's over, bro. It's over. Listen, and they could bring Mike Tomlin back. It's good. Everything looks the same. Everything is just going to be the same, no matter who they bring in, who they trade away, who they draft. It's all the same. It always comes back to last week of the season, fighting your way in the playoffs, or you miss the playoffs, and that's it. You don't get in. You don't backdoor your way in. It all looks the same. It all comes back to that, and they're just not good enough. It's over. They're not fucking doing anything this year. We're on to next year already. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I hope. And listen, I'll be honest. I hope they fucking lose out.
Yes, I was just going to say, we need losses.
Yeah.
We need losses now. It's obvious this team is not capable of winning a Super Bowl this season. We need losses for a myriad of reasons. You need losses to fucking make the room louder against Mike Tomlin. You need losses so that you can go into the draft with a higher draft selection.
Yep.
It is time now, Jerry. This was the game. We said if they don't win this game, season could be cooked. It's now time to want to see losses. I'm not going to fucking cheer for it. Actually, I told you I'm going to be on. I will cheer for losses now. I want the Bills to.
I don't blame you. I'm in the same boat. I think the best scenario out of all this is they just lose, because They're not doing anything. They're not. Listen, this defense is too bad. This offense is too bad. It's not like we have one bright spot where, like, okay, maybe this high-powered offense could keep on scoring and keep us in the game no matter what. Or hey, maybe this high-powered fucking defense can get a bunch of stops and hold teams to fucking 16 points, 14 points. Neither of them can do that. Okay, so we don't even have faith in one side of the ball, so we can't do it. Okay, it's over.
It's done. It's done, Jerry. Season's done. I don't care if people look at us and say, oh, you're fair weather. Fucking comment it. If that's what you want to do, like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear what they think, Jerry. I want to hear, I will reply to this is hand to God, every single person that replies in this episode, I will reply to you. I want to hear your stance on the Steelers. I want to know what you think. Is the season done? Are you still in on Mike Tomlin? Those are the two things I want to hear. Season done. Are you still in on Mike Tomlin? That's what I want to hear. Like, comment, subscribe, share the show where you find it.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Jerry, we will record again Wednesday. We will record again Wednesday. We're not
Bill's
fucking
preview.
quitters. Yes, Bill's preview. We are not quitters. It is what it is. We'll still fucking be there, Jerry. You know why? Because there's going to be a day where we don't fucking suck, Jerry. It's going to be not with Mike Tomlin. So, until that day comes, we're going to just continue to shovel shit. But I'll be here. I'll be here, Jerry, continuing to do it. So,
yep, same here.
We'll see you guys here Wednesday.
All right, later. See you Wednesday.
Later, Jerry.
We're here. We're still here.
We are still here.